I can either go completely bankrupt or I become world champion. So I've been away from YouTube for some time. Obviously, I haven't had my dream season, and yeah, because of that, I got dropped by my dream sponsors. I thought about retiring, so now I'm here. So obviously social media, YouTube, all that stuff is filled with guys who are on the rise, climbing, and there's not so much on the kind of downfall, if you can call it that. So that's what I want to show you, how you have to rebuild after tough periods of time, and also the tools I've used to try to bounce back and build something that's even stronger. So that's what we're going to show. So now we're in Italy, in Collico, close to Bergamo, where Mitch flew in, and also an hour from my place in St. Moritz. And we're going to spend a couple of days here shooting all kinds of stuff, running, bike related, because there's a bit too much snow up in St. Moritz at the moment. So it's going to be a packed couple of days, but also a really cool couple of days to get back into it.
And are you on off season right now, or what does that look like?
Yeah, so I stopped my season after Nice World Champs that resulted in a DNF, which was pretty devastating and something I spent, some time reflecting on. And then I took a couple of weeks of minimal amounts of training, normal kind of post-Ironman recovery, and then I decided to call it a season and build back into the new season. It's been a year of many changes and also a lot of mental. I wouldn't call it fatigue, but it's just been a lot. Because basically for the whole year it's been all the time going around my mind if obviously I have 2 torn discs in my back, and what's been going on in my mind all the time is if I'm gonna be back racing, because it's not just broken arm or something where you kind of what you can get back to. It's more, first of all, something that's going to follow me for the rest of my life, and something I have to deal with for the rest of my life, just for health sake. And that whole mindset is quite a lot different from what I'm used to and what I think most professional athletes are used to, who's brought up in kind of an elite environment. Is I wouldn't say that you feel like you're untouchable or unbreakable, but at the same time it is like, of course you can do this and of course you can do that. While now I've had times where I couldn't sit in the car more than 30 minutes. And I've had to rethink my whole way of training for the better, I'd say, but still, obviously, it's also tough. I've not been able to travel that much home to Denmark to see my family. So obviously there's also that part of it. I'm not as mobile as I've been before. So, that whole thing goes into you also being a bit tired about basically life. Not in a negative way, but it also takes some mental energy to just keep on it all the time and, making the right decisions in terms of what you need. So, yeah, obviously it's difficult to capture everything in one video, but it's been a very learningful season, and also a season I'm very grateful for in many ways, because it really taught me what's really necessary in many ways in my life, and how I want to, build my team, my career, training, and everything else. So now we're here. We have a full week ahead of us, full of content creation, being creative and enjoying it. So it's all the stuff I've missed the most this year, and I can't wait to get started. Now we are looking into just creating awesome material for partners and also finding new partners. So that's the fun part of being creative in that sense, and sparring with Mitch and my team about how we can make.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine.
Are you a photographer now?
I've always loved content, and I've always loved documenting, but I haven't posted anything. So after working with Mitch, I found myself a Fujifilm camera and started taking some pictures. You can see them here.
And you share them sometimes, or what?
From now on, I'm going to share quite a lot of it, because it's a hobby, and it's cool when you're out going skimo or hiking or training or whatever, just to bring the camera and get some shots. So that's what I'm going to do a little bit, but for the most part, it's just for my own enjoyment.
But you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusa me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
That's amore.
When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore.
That's amore.
So right now we are in the middle of nothing. Crazy place we just found on the top of a mountain, doing some epic shots. Mitch, he fell in love with the colors here, so I like it. It's cool. It's cool to be kind of free in a situation like this and do whatever we feel like is right. And normally everything is just based around training, so the sessions I do, while this time around we have a bit more free time and possibilities to play around, so that's cool.
You're not dreaming, signore. Scusa me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore.
Last year race recap, I think we can run over it pretty quick. If you want to watch the full recap of the Texas one, we have that in the link here. All in all, a very good experience, coming off of basically no training from October until December because of injuries, and then starting up slowly with decent training afterwards. So I was really happy for that race. And then coming into 70.3 Tours, one of those where I overcooked it a bit in training before, just before the race. Did everything I basically could to perform on the day, but was not really able to pull it off completely. But still ended up in third, so I was, still on the podium and in contention, but just not happy with the race for multiple reasons. That's how it is. I got the slot for Marbella. That was the primary goal. I ended up not using it, but it was good to get the slot nonetheless. After that, a long block of training towards Ironman Frankfurt was perfect until 8Ks in on the run, where I started to feel the stomach not really coping anymore, and just had massive diarrhea basically for the run. And I kept going, but it was just like I was empty for energy, and had to stop at the toilet multiple times. So that was not really perfect. Made a decision to go race Roth afterwards, which was a good decision based on the vibe there. It's one of my favorite races on the calendar, and I think I have a couple of videos showing that as well. It's just a really, really cool race and great people there. Got to know a new host family. I'm very excited about meeting and amazing people. So in regards of that, it was really good. But it was only a week after Frankfurt, and I could definitely feel that I already did 4/5 of an Ironman the week before. So maybe not the best decision in terms of performance, but still got a 7th, and it was how it was. I was there for the experience. I think you have to look at it that way. And then after that, just a long period of training towards Ironman World Championships, and that was just extremely disappointing. My own experience was disappointing, and the way I approached the race was disappointing. One of the worst experiences I've had, definitely, for a race. So that sucked, and took a bit of time to get over as well. Luckily, I have good people around me who helped me, but it was still to this day, it's like it's tough to wrap my head around. And that was all the races for this year, in a very short recap. And what it leaves me with is a bit of emptiness. To be honest, I feel like the last couple of months, or half a year, I don't really know what I'm doing, and might sound strange, but I don't feel like I have a pretty clear path to follow, and also I haven't really been happy in the training I've done, and in like the time I'm really happy is spending time with my family and my girlfriend, and then also when I do skimo. And that's a bit it's tough. Obviously it's cool to do a lot of skimo and it's great exercise, but at the same time, yeah, it sucks. In general this year, I feel like I've stepped up my game quite a lot in many aspects, and in many areas. I just haven't been able to show it. After Nice, I had a couple of weeks in Denmark, and then afterwards I went home just to take time off. Yeah, then I got the news that Canyon and Red Bull wanted to stop working together, and obviously that sucked. And it's still something I'm struggling quite a bit about, because it's obviously partners I first of all really like working with. I love being a brand ambassador for the brands, and they have been with me for a long time now. Like I'm up against guys like Hayden and Sam Laidlow and guys like that. So obviously I'm not performing the way they are, and I'm not blind to them having a way bigger impact on the whole brand for Canyon. So that is how it is. The few days following that I was definitely thinking about retirement, because I was just in a black hole. But then I have amazing parents and then a girlfriend who also helped me see that there's a lot of strengths out of it. So that helped quite a lot to have discussions with my family about it. And I also recorded a podcast with Mitch about it. I could see all of a sudden that there is quite a lot of, it is basically getting fired from your job. And I don't think anybody likes being fired from their job. And it takes time to get over. But you also just have to find your way through it. And I think I'm starting to find my feet and to see possibilities instead of just sitting around crying about it. Sometimes it helps to get a kick in the face to rethink how you want to have your life and your business structured, and that's what I've got. So now we're going to raise the ceiling, for what's possible, and just perform. I have to sit down and really think hard on the few races I really want to perform at, and then show up there with 110%, and then also enjoy the road to those races. And what I really want to do is being able to bring you guys on board on the whole way, the journey, and show you that you can get kicked in the face and you can lay down in the mud, but if you're laying down on your back and you can actually look up, then you can also get up. And that's what I'm in the middle of doing right now. So this morning we woke up, went to the docks immediately. As you can see here, it's beautiful weather. Completely calm and nice surroundings with all the mountains in the background and stuff. It is pretty epic. So we had to do a shoot for the Magic 5. Best goggles in the world. They are so good and comfortable. So I definitely recommend those. And then I decided to jump in. I can tell you it was cold, but also nice. It's a nice way to wake up, and I think I also have kind of a morning face. So now I'm heading home for a warm shower, and then we're gonna have some breakfast, and the rest of the day will just be bike shots.
Nights like this, there's something mystical about nights like this. Any concept of time don't.
So now we're gonna shoot a bunch of pictures and some rollers, videos and stuff on the bike. Yeah, so I got a whole list of briefs from partners I need to shoot. Luckily, they applaud our work, so they most of them pretty much trust that Mitch and I are doing a good job, surprisingly enough. So typically Mitch would be there just following along my training schedule and making it on the fly pretty much. And that's not really the best way to do it. So this week I'll have around 15 hours of training I have to do, and then obviously we can sort some stuff out in between that and also in the sessions. Normally I have around 30, so when I'm not training I'm tired, and that's not really the best way to do it, because it takes quite a lot of mental energy as well to be on camera and stuff. I'm really happy it's Mitch, because that takes a lot of the kind of mental energy away from it, because basically we're just enjoying, the process of being creative. But it still takes its toll. So it's damn hard being the YouTube phenomenon.
Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, don't let me drown. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, don't let me
We did all the road bike stuff this AM, and then now it's time for rollers on the TT, focusing on the new Med helmet. I'll show you a picture of Mitch here trying the new Med helmet. So that's what's up. We found a pretty nice place close to Kiev on the way home. I just have to put my saddle on, then I'm ready to go. As promised, I'll answer a couple of your questions. It's a lot of good ones. Here they are. So what will you do after you retire triathlon? That's a good question because I just had the kind of thoughts of retiring, and at that moment my instant thought was like, I want to just work in a coffee shop doing social runs on the side and chill. I've lived my life that's been very strict and dictated a lot of the stuff we do in our relationship. So I would really appreciate if the next part of our lives, that's where Philippa can live her ambitions and her dreams. So I'll probably just be a stay-at-home dad, taking care of our kids, and doing YouTube and podcast with Mitch on the side. So I think that's what I'll do. Thank God you're back. Where have you been? I've been home. I've been trying to discover myself. I've tried to become injury-free and healthy. That takes some time because I've been very injured and unhealthy. So that's where I've been. Why is it better to live in Austria instead of Denmark, and do you miss Denmark? First of all, I live in Switzerland and not Austria, but it's the same reason basically, because both in Switzerland and Austria the nature is absolutely beautiful, and people actually respect the nature here. Just look outside. I live in a place where I can really enjoy nature on a daily basis, and that's what I enjoy doing. I don't really miss Denmark, but I miss my family and I miss my friends. What's your current go-to race shoe? Seems like you've tried different shoes this season. My go-to race shoe is right now the Asics Metaspeed Edge. How do you incorporate cross-country skiing into your training? Basically, it's just an addition to cycling, pretty much. So, for example, I do a VO2 max set in cycling or an indoor cycling session that is like 90 minutes, and then straight after I go out doing cross-country for 90 minutes, and then it kind of adds up. It's really good for core stability and glute activation, balance, and then also just to get other kinds of movements that will stabilize your pattern in cycling. You're not allowed to go off YouTube anymore. We've missed you too much. That's cute. I actually really appreciate that. That's cool to know. What is your biggest training mistake that you learned the hard way? My biggest mistake was definitely that I trained too hard and too much, instead of respecting making the easy days easy, and then understand the whole picture. How did you deal with not achieving your goals for 2025? Keep grinding, we believe in you. Thanks, Simon. I think I'm in the middle of actually dealing with it right now, so it's kind of difficult to just put one answer to. I just basically talk about it, talk about the disappointment, and talk about just being honest. Obviously there's some things that are too personal to put out on YouTube, but I also just try to be as honest to you guys as well. So why did you decide to move to Switzerland? Because I love being here. I think it's the most amazing country in the world. Highly underrated in terms of everything. Love the nature. I'm so amazed on having one spot to basically live at where there's world-class athletes every day of the year. It's really cool to go on sessions and just see Olympic champions, world champions, world record holders, and everything here. So I just love that. I love that vibe. And would you ever move back to Denmark? I'm not sure. I really enjoy being here, and I can't say anything bad about Switzerland. As long as I can't do that, then I don't see why I should move. What are your plans for 2026? I am just in the middle of making those plans. Definitely dropping some merch, that's the plan. I think my plans are Vasaloppet, Engadine Ski Marathon, Ironman Texas, 70.3 Elsinore, 70.3 Jönköping, 70.3 Swansea, Ironman Kalmar, and World Championships in Hawaii. When are you racing again? We miss you. I race in Vasalopet. That's the first race. What is your favorite mountain pass in Engadin? It depends. Ober Engadin, it's probably Bernina, because that's just, it's nice. It's a good gradient, and you can do it if it's intervals, easy riding, like you don't have to push it. And then you will always see like 1 or 2 supercars going up. That's always nice, and the views are just next level on that one. That's really sick. So I think that's the one. If it's like big climb and stuff, Splügen Pass, amazing. You should go ride it once in your lifetime. If you love riding a bike, that's the place to go. Yeah, so that's a wrap. 2 days of intensive shooting and content creation in Italy. It's crazy the fact that it's start December and it's still like pretty warm outside. I wouldn't recommend though jumping in the water. I would reckon it was about very cold.
Yeah.
So I've struggled a bit throughout the day to actually get my warmth back in my soul, but we managed, and we got some sick stuff. Mitch was really happy, right?
Yeah.
Mitch is really happy.
Yeah.
First YouTube video back. It's in the bank now, and I feel a weird sense of relief, and I feel really good about where I am right now. I feel motivated again. I feel like I'm alive, and I actually feel like it's the first time I really enjoy my job for a couple of months. I can either go completely bankrupt or I become world champion. I feel like it's one of those two, so let's see. I'm feeling very optimistic about everything. I think as long as you do something you're really passionate about and you really like doing, then people will also see it and enjoy it. So you have to fucking enjoy what I'm doing. I'm talking to you, Carl, and Rebecca. No, it had to be a walk-off.
Oh.
I had to walk off.
Oh.
Actually, Carl just did an Ironman in Cozumel. And the crazy part is, I predicted the finish time. I predicted it within, I think, 7 minutes. I know my friends pretty well. I know him better than his girlfriend does.
Wait, predict my Ironman time.
Dude, come on.
DNA.
DNF.
DNF.
That's something we would all love to see. I would film it. I would film the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, you think you're a filmer now, so you would love that.
I am. I'm a content creator. But why couldn't you be a content creator and professional athlete? Why is that not allowed, Mitch? It's because then, who the fuck is gonna pay his bills? I'm gonna invoice him. I'm gonna invoice the shit out of him for letting him film me.